if this is the first time you're seeing me, tell me where you come from, because honestly I really am intrigued, because I don't think YouTube is on my side. I don't think YouTube be recommending my videos. So tell me where you come from. Also, if this is your first time, this isn't usually how things go. I'm usually a bit more wacky and goofy. I hate that I said that. I hate that those are words that came out of my mouth. Hi Slam, welcome to another episode of the Red and Black Chair Talk. Actually, a couple of people have been wanting me to do this video again, so I was like, let me give the people what they want. I'm joking. One person said, I really liked that video, you should do more videos like that, so this is for you. Everyone else, click off. So Slam Pam. So I was just going through my camera roll, deleting a couple of stuff that I didn't need, because I do be harboring a lot of unnecessary screenshots and videos, when I came across this TikTok that I had saved on my phone a while ago. Now I don't even know why I saved this TikTok, because I don't think it meant anything of significance to me when I saw it, but I guess I knew it would make sense when I was older. It's this TikTok by this creator, Pond Pajamas, where she was basically explaining why she isn't pro body positivity. Now, I know from that statement only, alone, you'd probably think this is someone that just isn't inclusive or whatnot, but let's watch, and then we can regroup and talk about it after, okay?
I'm not body positive, I'm radical self-acceptance, and this is why. The idea of body positive is that all bodies are beautiful, which is not true. All bodies are valid, and there should not be any emphasis placed on beauty in order for somebody to feel worth. Ugly and beautiful should be neutral terms. It shouldn't matter what you look like at all. I get the idea of body positive, and I think it has good intentions, but I just feel like it's very disingenuous and not very helpful, and I just don't think it's the right way to go about self-acceptance.
When I saw that, you guys, I don't think you understand, my jaw dropped. Can she hear my thoughts? This is exactly what I had been thinking this entire time. I've just been struggling to articulate it. I couldn't find the words to explain the way that I felt, and I just had this huge aha moment where I was like, that is precisely the conversation that I have been trying to have. With that being said, I want everyone here to know that I'm not here to instill my beliefs. I'm just here to join a pre-existing conversation, or start a conversation. Oh my god, I thought someone was gonna knock on the door. I got so scared, because how am I gonna explain why I'm sitting on the floor talking to my cell phone? I want this to be something that we talk about, because I think that it's of some value. So basically, she was saying that she felt that body positivity stems off the idea that all bodies are beautiful, all looks are beautiful, all people are beautiful. And she said that she felt that it was a bit disingenuous that people were saying that, and that is so true. When I heard that with my ears, as opposed to hearing it with my feet, I was like, this is exactly what people who say, oh, you're not fat, you're beautiful. Oh, you're not weird, you're beautiful. You might be dark, but you're still beautiful. Do you hear how that sounds? And I just think this is very important, especially for women, because we know beauty standards usually affects them the most. And I'm not here to say that I envy or just detest women that prioritize beauty. I get it. And also, I'm not saying that to look down on women that do prioritize beauty. I just want to say, from what I've experienced, I've found that beauty isn't even a thing. It's not even something that we should be worried about, because it doesn't even exist. So when I was younger, and I mean this is honestly a very personal story. I don't think I've actually, I was about to say I don't think I've actually said this out loud, but I've told one person about this. But when I was younger, grade 6 and 7, 11 and 12, I sought for validation through people, men specifically. I felt that more people being attracted to me meant that I was beautiful. I wanted to be palatable. I wanted to be easy. I wanted to be fuckable. I know it triggers me to revisit those emotions, because it really is something that put me in very dangerous situations that I won't get into right now. But had I had a different mindset back then, I wouldn't have found myself in those situations where I found myself to be compromised. I decreased everything that I felt men didn't like. I'll explain. I grew up overweight. I was always a big child. I still am big right now. So I tried my best to make myself look skinnier. Sucking in, wearing really tight clothing, things like that. Also, I try my best not to be loud or like weird. I've always been a kid that was like a little off track with the others. I never was in line with everyone else, but I tried my best to be in line because I recognized that that wasn't something that was like pretty or attractive or like good on me. And I just tried my best to be easy to want to be next to want to be friends with, to want to fuck. The girlfriend that people are proud to say is their girlfriend. Like, you know what I'm talking about? The cool girl. That was me at 11 years old. Do you know how bad, sick, and twisted that is? I don't wish anyone feels like that. I don't want my children, if I ever have children, to ever feel like they want to be sexy at 11 years old. And I wish I could forget those feelings, but because I'm such a self-reflective person, like I spend a lot of time with my mind. Like I allow myself to think, and that's probably why I've had a lot of mental issues. But I really am the most self-aware person that probably ever was. I live in my head. And it's led me to this video right now, today, where we talk about radical self-acceptance and confidence. So all my life, after that weird stage where I didn't know myself and I tried my best to like be like everyone else because I wanted to be palatable, I went through this phase where I did not give a fuck. Like I got so sad. The sinking type of depression, the eating away at your soul, at your life, taking away moments from you, taking away memories from you type of depression. The type of depression that clears your entire mind, where you pretend that you did not exist before that exact moment, where you feel sad and pretend that you don't know that you're sad, but you know very well why you're sad, where you pretended you didn't know because the truth would make you even more depressed. So you just had amnesia, that type of depression. I fell into that. I had bad relationships with literally everyone, my mom, my sister. I wasn't talking to anyone. All I did was eat and sleep during the day, but wake up during the night so that I could be alone. That type of Wow. I went through that. After that phase, I came out the most nonchalant. Not even nonchalant, just the most fuck you type of person. Like the person that did not even care about a single thing, but like almost in a good way, but also not in a good way, because I didn't want to acknowledge everything that had happened to me. I just wanted to pretend it didn't matter or it didn't affect me in any way. When I became that person, everyone around me was calling me confident. You have no idea. Everyone was just like, Mihle is confident, a little bit obnoxious, but very confident. A lot of people told me that, and I've never, till to this day, I've never felt like a confident person. And people still tell me that, like, oh my word, you're so you. Like, you're the most you that you could possibly be. You're so confident. And I've never felt that way. Possibly because I was leaning towards radical self-acceptance more than confidence. Whenever people told me that I was confident, I didn't feel confident. So I was like, oh, then I must obviously be insecure then. But it wasn't it either. Because I had this idea of what confidence was. Someone who trusts themselves and like their abilities. Someone who's able to stand up in a crowd and scream that I am beautiful, but not in an arrogant way. Like they're not gonna keep reminding you that they're beautiful, but they just know it. They're sure and grounded in themselves. And I think that's how most people think of that confident people. I don't know for sure because I'm not in your brains, but from the conversations that I've had with other people, it's like that idea has always come up. I've never been that way. I've never been sure of myself. I've been possibly 10 different people in high school. I was never confident. I was never able to stand up for myself. In the video, Pan Pajamas says that it comes off a little disingenuous when people are saying that they're body positive and they're saying that all bodies are beautiful, everyone is beautiful, all skin colors are beautiful, because we pretend that the hierarchy of beauty does not exist. That's not real. That is very much a lie. When I go out into the real world, I might not be ranked the same way that I rank myself. In my own little bubble, in my own little world, I'm the best of the best. But also that's not to say people that don't look like me are any less valid. But I can't ignore the fact that when I step outside, when I go out into the world, I'm not viewed the same way that I perceive myself. Out there, number one, I'm a black woman. When you look at me, you don't question whether I'm black or not. I'm fat. And I also want to talk about the word fat. Like, why do people have a problem? Like, I understand we're not going to pretend that the word fat does not have bad connotations because of the society that we live in. I want this video to be raw and honest. We're not going to pretend here. We're going to be 100% honest with ourselves. The word fat comes with different connotations, including lazy, ugly, less than. So I understand why people wouldn't want to be called fat. I get it. But it's a descriptive word, I feel. When I call myself fat, I'm not waiting for people to be like, no, you're not fat. Oh my God. They feel I need validation. They feel I'm asking to be complimented. I don't blame women for wanting to be considered beautiful, because I understand in the society that we live in, there's privileges that come with being beautiful. I've experienced a tiny bit of them, and I understand why you would want that. I understand why people want to go under cosmetic surgery to completely change the way that their body is. The society that we live in has created ideologies for women that are almost impossible to obtain. So I understand why people would go through such extremes for those privileges, to be treated like they're worthy. Because at the end of the day, in the society that we live in, being treated equally, being respected is a privilege. So when I call myself fat, I'm not here looking for no you're not, because I am. It comes to a good place for people to say no you're not fat, you're beautiful, but just like listen to yourself. Like, what? I never once said I was ugly. I said I was fat, not ugly. Almost in the same way how the body positivity movement has kind of become disingenuous and pretentious. Now people like sort of want to throw you a compliment so that you feel better about yourself, because you must obviously hate yourself because you're fat. Get busy with that. It's like, don't look this way. Yeah, you're beautiful, but don't look this way. I know skinnier people are getting more privileges. It doubts your intelligence. It's like, do you think I'm oblivious to how the world actually is? Why do we want to create this little fantasy bubble for fat people to make them feel better? Like, it's so demeaning. It makes you feel so small and minuscule. Like, what's the word for that? There's a word for it, but I can't think of it right now. But it's very gaslighty. I don't like the way that it makes me feel. But anyway, child, when I was doing research, when I was like reading all these articles, I'm sorry that I can't link them. I didn't know that I was going to make this video. It was very much impromptu. I was just like, let me share what I learned this week with you guys. I still have one question, and it's that, are we saying we're trying to eliminate beauty as a word, like as an adjective? Okay, not an adjective because that's a noun, but like beautiful as an adjective, or like pretty as an adjective entirely? Because I don't know if that's good either, because I think that's turning a blind eye, and that's precisely what I feel like the body positivity movement has become, even though it didn't start off like that. I don't believe that it started off like that. It very much had good intentions, but it became something that I don't think was meant for it to become. But I don't think we should stop complimenting each other that way. Pretty and ugly should not matter. Like, it shouldn't have, I don't know what I'm saying. You know, it's very much still new to me. I still need to see where I fit in on like this idea. I still need to decide for myself, but I just wanted to think out loud. That is precisely what I did in this video. I thought out loud, and I hope you guys are going to talk to me back, because I'm not making this video as a be all and end all. This isn't me trying to enforce anything. I'm here to start a conversation or just join one, because I also still don't know how I feel about this, but I very much identify elements of this idea in the way that I think. So if it's one thing that I want you to take away from this video, everyone is valid. I don't need to be considered beautiful in order for me to be acceptable, valid, respectable. My voice probably won't even matter. No one is gonna take me seriously. And I understand. I feel like this concept is very much ahead of its time. I think that Pod the Pajamas is light years ahead of us. She's not with us, child. She is avant-garde as fuck. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you took something from this. I hope you have a good one, Stampam. Signing out. Bye.